right, hi everyone. I'm so excited to have you here with me. Every week we're going to have a few different videos that cover each topic. This week we're going to go over a general introduction, RStudio and Quarto documents, as well as R basics. So our videos will vary in length, but they will cover what you need to accomplish the challenges in this course. So welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I know that starting a new programming language can be stressful, but I promise we'll be here to support you through it. So our agenda for today and this week. Like I said, I'll talk through our introduction, I'll talk about course structure and goals, and at the end of this video, we'll talk about the R for data science process. And the next video for this week, we'll go through navigating RStudio and working directories, getting help in Quarto documents, so getting you up and running in the platform that we'll be using for this session. And then our third video of the week will be R basics. So introduction, hello, so nice to meet you. My name is Larry Miller. I was actually part of the very first DACSS cohort, which is really exciting. I got my bachelor's in cognitive science and psychology, my master's in DACSS, and now I am pursuing a PhD in communication at UMass Amherst, alongside grad certificates in data science and feminist studies. So I've gone to Lehigh University, I'm here at UMass, and the little rabbit you see on the screen is George. He's going to be coming up in a lot of our examples in this course. So I'm a student just like you, but this is not my first time teaching. I've taught public speaking in the past, and I also just taught the first summer session of this course. So let's talk through the course structure and goals. Every week, you're going to be working on a variety of readings. Every week, you'll have tutorials to complete and a single challenge to complete. Those challenges are going to scaffold you towards your final, which is a research project. And then it's really important that you join our Piazza. That's where regular troubleshooting discussions are going to happen. And every week on Thursday, we have a synchronous troubleshooting session. It's entirely optional. You do not have to come, but if you would like, you're welcome to come at 6 p.m. on Thursdays. I'll be hosting a session where you can just ask whatever questions you have. It'll be unstructured, just based on your questions about the challenges and your questions about the material. All of this is in our Google Classroom, so I'm going to go ahead and navigate there just to make sure that we're all on the same page. So your most important material, if you haven't already read our welcome letter, I encourage you to. This goes through the main information about the class. Most important to me is that you read through this note about structure. This is a condensed course. It's only 6 weeks, whereas if you were to take this in the semester, you'd have many more weeks than that. So there are a lot of readings. It is pretty tightly packed. It's pretty quick. And because of that, I encourage you, do not wait until the end of every week to start your challenges. What I recommend is that you actually start each week with reading through what the challenge is, then go through the readings and the tutorials with that challenge in mind. So every week, not this week, just because it's brand new, you probably haven't had the chance to adjust your schedule. Every week, your tutorials are due Wednesday. That way, you're forced to do them before you attempt the challenge. And we have that troubleshooting session on Thursday. Then your challenge will be due on Sunday. So please, do your best not to fall behind. Make sure that you're practicing, working on things every single day. And anytime you have questions, please go to Piazza. So let's pop back here. Read through that welcome letter. Our syllabus is also linked right here on Classroom. More detailed information, you can find all of that. The schedule, it is finalized at this point. I was still tweaking it a little bit yesterday, but now this is the schedule that we will be following. So as you can see, each week you have your readings, the topic, and then what is due. So the tutorials due Wednesday and the challenge due Sunday. Again, this week, because I know it's the first week, everything's due on Sunday. Although I do encourage you to complete those tutorials sooner than that. Piazza. So Piazza is really important because there's 30 of you, one of me, we have 2 TAs. I'm not going to be able to have, constant one-on-one sessions with everybody. So Piazza is the space where you can ask questions. I've got a few different folders here for the types of questions that you can ask. So I'll have discussion questions that I'll post, questions about tutorials, challenges, general coding questions, and then our final, and then any announcements that I have are going to go through this platform. So in order for you to post here, you first have to answer the welcome question, just introducing yourself to your peers, and I really do encourage you to use this space to help each other. Myself and the TAs, we monitor, we endorse answers that are correct, we answer questions as needed, but the spirit of coding is that troubleshooting is a huge part of it, and so I want you to be trying to help each other on this platform. A note, you can adjust your email settings, so if you don't want to get emails, every single time that someone posts, you can edit your email notifications just by going up in the settings and then here and edit email notifications. Do note that posting on Piazza at least occasionally, engaging at least occasionally, is part of your participation grade. The rest of the welcome session here's the Zoom link for the synchronous sessions on Thursdays, as well as my Calendly link. So office hours for me are 9 to 11 a.m. on Monday and Wednesday. To sign up, all you have to do is select this link and then select a day. It'll send you the Zoom link. That's just so that I know if someone's there in my waiting room, and I can structure my day around that. I've also supplied you with a bunch of cheat sheets. Each week, I let you know which one you should go over. These are published by our studio, now called Posit, and they're really helpful guides and main topics for things like data import and publish and share of Cordo. I personally use these a lot. I actually have them hanging up at my desk in the communication department. Getting familiar with cheat sheets is going to be a really helpful thing for you as you go forward with coding. So just so you know, all of these cheat sheets are right here. I do have the challenge grading rubric posted here. So you have 5 challenges, one for each of the first 5 weeks. Here you can see we have the TAs and I will be using this exact same grading structure. So how we evaluate your performance in these challenges: does the code run? Does it reference class material? Do you write out your answers to questions? And what is your formatting like? Feel free to read through each of these for the more detailed descriptions, but these each add up to 10 points. And then each week, every week is structured the exact same. I'll go through week 1 just so you have it. Our readings and week agenda, I give you an overview of what exactly you need to accomplish in that week. I have all of these readings. I know it looks intense for week 1, but these workflow chapters are really short, so it's really just to get you up and running. So I'll describe, this week I want you to download our studio, familiar yourself with the environment, make sure you're enrolled in Piazza, answer the discussion question, which is just introducing yourself, watch the recordings, etc. The recordings will be posted by Sunday or Monday of each week. I am making them as we go along. So readings, agenda, very first thing. Then I will always provide you with the slides, whatever script I use as examples in those slides, and then the videos will go in here too once they're done. Each tutorial will be for each week. The way that you answer the tutorials is just click on them, and then you can run through these. I give you instructions in an attached spreadsheet on how to upload data, but I can tell you, you just click here and upload here. So you'll have to attach data. Again, I have slides that go over that too in case you forget. Run through, try to write your own code, and then to get your points for this, all you have to do is respond to the question. So respond to what did you find surprising, interesting, and useful? What questions do you have? Every week, once the tutorials are done, I'll go through on Piazza and manually answer the questions that you all have. So that way everyone can see the questions and their answers. I am not checking these for correctness. I can't see the tutorials. They're really for you. The tutorials are for you so that you can scaffold your own learning. You can take notes. And then one more thing quickly with these tutorials so that you can also make a copy of them. So you can save a copy in Drive, and that will just have all of your notes so that you can keep them for your future studies. So each tutorial is worth 2 points. Those 2 points come from you just answering this question. And then each challenge is going to also be posted per week. I tell you what it covers and when it's due. So they're going to be due every Sunday at 11:59. So that's our classroom. Pretty simple, pretty organized. I will be working on the final description. I can tell you right now that what it is a basic research project where you identify a data set, perform some basic analysis and visualizations on it, and in each challenge you're going to be scaffolded towards that. So in each challenge you'll answer one part, you'll work on one part of that, and then the final project is just putting it all together. One more thing about settings for Google Classroom, you do get a lot of emails, like with this stream, I'll be posting a lot. I tried to create the bulk of the course ahead of time so that way, you're not going to get constant emails, but I will be uploading the slides, I will be uploading the videos, and so if you don't want to have constant emails, you can adjust what email notifications you want. So in the bottom left of Classroom, just have to click on Settings, go down to Notifications, you decide what you want. It does not matter to me. So that's Classroom. If you have any questions, again, please post on Piazza. I do monitor that space really frequently, and I hope that this classroom is clear enough for you that you have the structure that you need. So let's get back to our slides. Like I said, the course has the following components: participation, tutorials, challenges, and your final. For your participation, again, you have to participate in Piazza to earn full credit. And this is, again, I just really want to create a spirit of troubleshooting together for you. That's going to be really helpful as you go through the remainder of the courses in the DACSS program. So this is really, really important. Now, I'm not saying that you have to respond to every single post, but just be present. Just respond to a few things, ask a few questions, and that's going to get you your participation points. You can also any contact you have with the TA's counts will be keeping track of how many office hour sessions y'all visit, or do you come to the synchronous sessions, do you meet with me during office hours. But the main thing is please participate in Piazza. Because we're going through this so quickly, and I have examples for everything, you have your tutorials, but it'll be really helpful for you to use that space to ask questions, because I guarantee other people have the same questions as you. So that's 10% of your grade. 20% is those tutorials. Again, 2 points each, graded on completion. Just ask questions and comment on what you learned. Your challenges, so they're built to help you practice specific skills. They're going to be based on the readings and the lectures and the tutorials. So it all works together. You're going to need to go through those things. So you're going to need to at least glance through the readings. You're going to need to at least look at the slides or watch my videos and go through the tutorials in order to be successful in your challenges. And then that final will be 20% of the grade. Again, I already went through this, but you do have access to the grading rubric. This is exactly how we're grading each of these challenges. So code correct and produces the correct answer, you're going to get full credit for the code running category. If you replicate examples from class and you explain what you're doing with comments well, that will give you the full credit for code referencing class materials. Written answer quality, I want full sentences and I want to make sure that you answer every question. And then formatting, no rendering issues, and easy to find answers. Pretty simple. We're not trying to, we don't have any gotcha questions. We're not trying to trick you. Just want to make sure that you have a good foundation for the courses that you take going forward. So let's talk about the R for data science process. We've largely followed the Wickham and Grolman book, R for Data Science. I really like their data science process as they outline in this image. So when we think about data science, computational science projects, they have these main steps. And so first you have to import the data, then you need to tidy it, then you transform it, visualize it, and model it. Those all go together, they're iterative. And finally, you communicate to the outside world, to your stakeholders, your professor, your boss, whoever it may be. In this course, the bulk of what we're doing is this import, tidy, and transform. We're gonna get a little bit into visualizing and also communicating. Communicating is really important to me, so for every challenge, you're asked to write out written responses, and your final is supposed to be a written out final, research project. We're not going to get into modeling. That's going to be future DACSS courses with different techniques, but the bulk of what we're doing in our first month of this course is really working on import, tidying, and transforming your data. In your future DACSS courses, you'll learn more about how to transform, visualize, and model based on whatever the technique is. So is it social network analysis? Is it text analysis? Is it machine learning? Those are going to hone your different skills with that. And then the very end of the DACSS degree is DACSS 604, Capstone, a communication course. So we'll touch on these. This is where you get the bulk of importing, tidying, and transforming. Here in 601, your various other courses, you'll work through the understanding portion of this process, and communication, you're going to be doing that all throughout with Cordo documents, which I'll be going through in the next video, but again, the Capstone course is going to bring it all home together. So that's it for the introduction, the overview of the course. Really just don't panic, get through your readings, get through your tutorials, ask many, many questions. There are no stupid questions. I'd much rather you ask a question and I can answer it quickly, as opposed to you making the same mistake over and over. So again, there's 3 of us that are your instructors. Me, I'm the instructor, and then we have 2 wonderful TAs. Their office hours are listed in the syllabus. My office hours are 9 to 11 on Monday and Wednesday mornings, and these are the things you need to complete. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Please email me, come to my office hours, come to DACSS. I'm here to help you. And I'm excited for a really great 6 weeks. All right, that's the end of video 1. Stay tuned for video 2.